I hope the coronavirus actually is going to be a good start for something like that.
Good. You're look at lemons to lemonade. But let me welcome our guests in. Hi, everybody. I'm with my friend Eva. She has Niki's Party Place, but we're going to cover more than that, aren't we? Good morning, Eva. How are you?
Good morning. Very good.
Let's see. You're up in Syracuse, New York, where I know it rained and snowed recently. Is summer ever coming?
It just came this past weekend.
About time, right? It's 100 down in Palm Springs today.
Oh, wow.
Palm Springs, California, but I can tell you that even in Minnesota, they had like 3-4 inches of rain came down in a deluge. So we're not going to be predictors of the weather, although it is kind of nice to see how quickly Mother Earth kind of corrected herself over 8 or 10 weeks. Isn't it incredible?
Exactly. Yeah.
Let's talk about your party place and let's talk about your salt room. So tell our listeners real quick the story of how you got started and your daughter, because I think it's a heartwarming tale.
So I opened my initial business 11 years ago, and part of the reason was because our daughter was born and injured during the labor, and she ended up with her palsy, which is pretty much affecting her, in her case, affected her right arm. She wasn't able to move at all. So when I first saw this bouncing equipment, the inflatable bounce houses, I decided this is perfect for her because she can jump against the gravity. She can move her arm without she even realizes it. She can crawl and she can try to reach out up to the stairs so she can go up the slides. And this is how it happened. Actually, it helped her a lot. And it helped many other children that followed this experience throughout the years. They have a lot of great feedback from parents.
And you told us she's 90% back, right?
She is 90% back, yeah.
And your wanting to open a spa came based on this event, right?
So wellness, physical fitness, activity has always been a priority for me in my business. No matter how my business performs, but the wellness and keeping the kids healthy has been always a priority. So when I'm initially from Bulgaria, so as you know, there's a lot of history in Europe and Bulgaria that really connects. Actually, this is where I got initially the idea about the salt therapy. I'm following already about 3 or 4 years the development here in the United States, but I know many sites in Bulgaria and in Europe where it exists a long time ago. So this is how I developed the idea. This is a great addition to this setup. We target the health of the children. Now we can target the health of the whole family.
Right, and did you tell me 11 or 14 years you've been in business,
11,
right?
11 years.
11
we
years.
Opened May of 2009.
And tell us and your Syracuse, New York is what? What is New York? It's not open yet, right, in a manner of speaking?
Well, we are in the first phase. We are in the first phase. So there's a lot of stores open. There's a lot of businesses that start reopening, but spas and salons and facilities like mine will be down the road. And because our location is inside a mall, facilities over 100,000 square feet are not allowed to open yet.
Right. Okay.
But
so
I'm taking time actually to prepare. Like I'm changing faucets and dispensers, everything to be touchless when we start. I'm installing those sneeze guards and even changing some floors so it can be easier to maintain.
And now you're going to start Vien, right? V-I-E-N Salt.
Beyond Salt, yes.
Beyond Salt. And talk to us about, because we were on a seminar Monday with several hundred people talking about how salt and respiratory and everything else. And I'm a salt goer. I don't know if you gathered that from the thing, but there's a salt cave not too far from me, and it's a regular habitat of mine. So tell us how you got in the salt business.
So as I told you, I had this information way ahead from Bulgaria, and then I started following the Salt Therapy Association. I became a member. I was to the last year gathering in Florida. the conference, and I was planning to go with them to Velichka cave this month. Actually, it was planned for May. Well, the most important, as you know, is the natural remedy that we can have through breeding salt, and even before, I've been always exposing my kids to. We at least go twice a year to the ocean or to the sea, so I can expose them and keep them healthy throughout the winter. There's
my
no
picture,
doubt that
my background, right? That's what
yeah,
made you want to get in the salt business.
exactly, part of it. So
Are you putting the salt? Is this a salt? Are you building a salt room, or is this a salt contained unit going into one of the rooms in your facility?
So I have beautiful rooms that are painted in a jungle style. And I have one of the rooms, I installed the salt booth there. I considered it very appropriate, and I'm glad that I actually picked the salt booth because of the time that you can use it. A lot of people nowadays are in a hurry. They don't have time to spend like hours, and especially with the kids. It's perfect because while you're having your 10-15 minute session, the kids can play outside on the bounce house and then can come back and take a session and combine all this health benefits at the same time.
Well, and I can tell, as I have said this to Leo before, Eva, some of my best sleeps are those 45-minute sessions when I go in for salt, and and it doesn't matter if I go at 9:30 in the morning or 3 in the afternoon. There's something about inhaling salt. It works for me. It just puts me into that kind of light REM. I just love it. Everything about salt. I love it.
The other thing I am experiencing myself, especially my husband and my son, because both of them are having pollen allergies. My husband is 100% since he started, like less than a month ago. After like 5-6 sessions, he said, well, I sneeze once in a while, but I don't feel this itchy. I don't have this itchy feeling in my throat, which makes a big difference. Obviously doesn't bother him as much. My son, the same thing. So we experienced the first signs ourselves before we open.
I love, Eva, everything you're doing to get ready. Your positive attitude resonates right through me through our Zoom call. And if I were closer, I'd give you a hug as well. So
the business hug.
a business hug, right? Well, and I've talked about this before. You know, the resort, One and Only Palmia, their way of acknowledging people is they put their hand on their heart and they do a slight bow. And
okay.
I don't want to say hugs and handshakes are going the way of the buggy and the whip, but we're not sure yet. So we'll see what's happening. What's your open date again, or roughly when are you guys looking to open?
Maybe mid-June.
Mid-June. Okay. Well, you know what? I hope it isn't another month. But if it is, it sounds like you're doing all the right things, and I'm so glad that you could share some time and share with our listeners this morning and tell us what you're doing.
Absolutely. It's my pleasure as well.
Thanks, Eva.
And a quick question, if you can add something to our activity, and I know you mentioned retail on Monday in the seminar. If you can direct me, or if you can send any information on potential items that we can add and sell.
Perfect.
In fact, part of our inventory, because we do sell some salt lamps and some cosmetics, but something that you have experienced is important.
Front of the house retail, so critically important. I'll make sure you get some resources. Thank you, Eva.
Okay, that's wonderful. Thank you so much for your time as well. Greetings to California. Stay healthy. And see you on the next seminar. It's next week, right?
Yes, it is.
27. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.